Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and you'll probably agree with me when I say that the year 2020 has been one of the most stressful, chaotic, and craziest nightmares that we have ever had as a country. I mean, we saw this year a pandemic breakout. We saw rioters and looters pillaging our streets and towns, literally burning cities, not to mention the wildfires that broke out all in the western part of the country, and the economic devastation that all of these things have had impacting our lives, not to mention the election election chaos that's before us, or the fact that the mainstream media has been intensifying race relationships in a negative way. I mean, everything is hitting us all at once, and it's almost as if God is trying to tell us something. And now, to add a little fuel to the fire of 2020, there are literally, and this is going to get interesting, but there are literally strange things happening in heavenly places. And that's what I want to focus on today, because a lot of strange events are occurring all at once. But before I get into that, I want to encourage you guys, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. YouTube has been on a purge tangent and removing everyone. So make sure you're still subscribed to the channel, and also make sure that you have that little bell clicked. Otherwise, you will not be notified. With that, please don't forget to check out my partner at getthetea.com. If you guys have not tried this tea, the Super Strength tea, I want to encourage you to check it out. It's literally done wonders for my digestive system, and I can't promote it enough because it's absolutely done wonders for me. So check it out at getthetea.com. And if you're ordering items that are not on sale, use the code LISA to get 10% off as well as free shipping. All right, so what are some of these heavenly signs taking place in addition to all the chaos? We'll take a look at this first article here on the JerusalemPost.com. 2020 features its first global Halloween blue moon since World War II. The article goes on, the events of 2020 have been strange enough that some might think they would only happen once in a blue moon. But this year, we'll even have one of those. At the end of October, an actual rare blue moon will occur on Halloween of all days. This year's in particular unusual, as it is the first full moon to occur across all time zones since 1944. Although there is a full moon on Halloween somewhere in the world every 19 years, that means that the next one to occur will be 2039, followed by 2058 and 2077. Is it a coincidence that we just so happen to have this blue moon this year when all this chaos is breaking out and just days before the US election? Well, this isn't the only strange thing that's happening. No, there's more. Take a look at this article here on foxnews.com. Big Ben-sized asteroid to fly past Earth this week. The space rock known as 2020 TGI will safely fly past Earth on Thursday at 10:49 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, that asteroid flew by, coincidentally, right after President Trump and Joe Biden had their third presidential debate on Thursday. But you see, that's not the only asteroid to swing by Earth. In fact, there's another one coming a day before the US election. Take a look at this article here on NewYorkPost.com. Asteroid heading our way, day before presidential election. TMZ.com, NASA warning an asteroid could hit the US one day before the election. The article goes on, NASA broke the news. An asteroid is on a trajectory to hit the US on November 2nd, 2020. The good news is it's 6.5 feet in diameter, and there's a 1% chance it will hit somewhere in the country. With our luck in 2020, who's betting that it will miss? Now, while I agree we haven't had much luck in 2020, there's less than a 1% chance of this thing hitting. And according to the sources, if it does hit, it's going to be too small to really do any real damage. So that's the good news. But on top of all the craziness that's happening, the blue moon and the multiple asteroids headed towards Earth, how about the fact that more strange events are happening, like simultaneous lightning strikes that hit the Trump Tower? Check out this tweet by ABC 7 Chicago, and it states, 3 simultaneous lightning strikes on Trump Hotel, Chicago at 2:14 a.m. on Thursday. Now, this photo is an interesting photo, but it was created or taken by Barry Butler Photography, who captured the shot. But that is a very intriguing and beautiful shot. And there's a lot of things that we can say about the meaning of lightning and what it does, and whether or not you take that as a good or a bad omen. I think God is absolutely trying to tell us something. But that's not all. There's also crazy lightning happening abroad. Take a look at this article on strangesounds.org. More than 120,000 lightnings leave 15,000 people in the dark during extreme weather in South Australia. 120,000 lightning strikes. That's pretty massive. But what about regular weather and extreme events like volcanoes and earthquakes? Well, those are also happening right now. Take a look at strangesounds.org. 3 volcanoes explode simultaneously while the seismic swarm continues rattling the peninsula in Iceland. Here's another, strangesounds.org. A mega 7.4 earthquake hits off Alaska, triggering a tsunami warning. I don't know about you, but there's an awful lot of strange and bizarre things happening in heavenly places. Is it all just one big fat coincidence? Or do you think God's trying to reach out? Or do you think it's a good omen, bad omen on the United States of America? Well, I'll leave that for you to decide. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. Please don't forget to subscribe to restrictedrepublic.com because I've got so much more information on there that really dives into what's going on. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.